Alright, here we go. A much wanted unboxing video. Here's a stock 2.0 front bulkhead. Brand new, unused. Other than the diff that's in it or whatever, it was a swap out because this is from my 1.5. Had to swap it out. But here's from the guys over at Vitavon, their version of the aluminum bulkhead. Taking it out the pack, the aluminum bulkhead from Vitavon Racing Development, sorry. But fresh out the pack, came with some bearings. I'm assuming that's the ID bearing that's inside here on the bulkhead. But aluminum bulkheads. With the bearing, all the screws are already there. The one part of the bell crank holder or whatever is apparently solid. The one part should hold on. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the two. Pretty good quality. Looks like it's been grit blasted or whatever, or media blast, whatever you want to call it. Maybe not the greatest finish, but it doesn't really matter, honestly, in my opinion. But I'm going to open these up. And apparently they went with a different size body post, a little bit more beefier. I don't know if you guys seen any of their stuff, but that's the inside. Step over might have not been the greatest, but as long as it clears everything, more or less everything inside of there's clearance regardless. Oh, and it came with the hardware that was already on it, which you could obviously see. And it appears they're the exact same size hardware. A little side-by-side comparison there. See if I get that light going. Yeah, looks like he decided to go with a bigger bearing for this outer one, which is kind of one of the things I requested. And that's probably what that bearing's for, that outer bearing of the output shaft. Give you an idea. The stock, good fitment, maybe a little bit of play just on the top half of it, no big deal. But let's see how the diff fitment is. Not much slop, real good fitment. Let's try the other half. Wow, little to no slop. I mean, no shimming gonna ever be required. It's gonna hold this thing pretty darn good. I mean, considering in a stock one, mind you, this has never been ran. In a stock, Okay, sorry, I had to join the two videos together, but in a stock one there's a slight shift that you can't really see. I want to say it's probably the equivalent of, like, I don't know, a couple thou. But yeah, definitely liking the fitment. Side-by-side comparison of stock to the aluminum. I mean, I get it might not seal as good as the old one, because if you see in this, it's got that kind of keeps it kind of sealed up, where this has got the little recesses or counter bores where that's actually rose up and it holds in there. Same with these. But I mean, how they did it, they did basically the same thing, except for with these ones, it's going to sit in that pocket. And I mean, there's little to no wiggle in this. So I'm definitely a big fan. I'm greatly appreciative of their work in getting this. Let's see if I got a wrench. Alright. I don't recommend using vice grips to get something like this out, but I'm doing it anyways. I mean, they got it on there good too. I don't want to chew it up and ruin it. I thought it was going to be a quick grab and go. There we go, we got one. See if I get lucky to get the second one. There we go. I wouldn't recommend doing this with the vice grips, obviously. I feel like these are hardened steel, high carbon steel possibly. They're definitely black oxided. Oh, they got it where it's a shoulder and it goes into that. So I don't know if the stock ones will work. I would highly recommend selling these separately. Then, if it's not functional with the stock one, it'll definitely beef it up though. I'm a fan of that. But yeah, it's sitting in the shoulder. Pretty darn good. Let's give you a side view. Get that to zoom. I mean, I see they had this small little blemish where it on the where the pins are. It kind of went into where the top pin is, but it shouldn't really obstruct it too much. But yeah, definitely a big fan. Like it. Like it a lot. Thanks again, guys, for making this possible. Gonna open up this pack right here with the bearing that came with it. Looks like a sealed stainless bearing with metal shield. The bigger bearing, so it shouldn't wear out as easily. And the diff in it. All closed up. Nice good side fit. Good and tight. No slop whatsoever in the diff bearing wise. Oh, there it is, the Vitavon aluminum bulkhead on the ERevo 2.0. Time for some actual testing. Fitment was all good. I highly recommend using the hardware they have come with it, because some of the screw holes are a little bit on the shorter side, but they do equip all the hardware that would work great for the unit. So here it is, the 2.0 front bulkhead from Vitavon. Just a little quick thing. I was one of the lucky people to actually end up with the equivalent of 2 of them, just because this was the original version, which the finish wasn't the greatest, kind of has like a grit blast finish, but this newer version definitely has a much more smoother surface, like this area right here. It has the step ups, is smooth. Same with over here and everything else. Fitment was great. Everything worked out. Hardware included was nice. Definitely appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much for getting both of these to me in a timely manner and giving me the opportunity to test these things out. Just to give you an idea how you know it's my V2. It's still got the aluminum drive cup sleeves from B&M Racing. But I'm going to take this sucker out and take it for a bash.